Okay, a little bit different of a versus video. So I'm going to look at two different styles of planners. First one I'll look at, of course, is one of the, I won't say it's more popular or not, but if you watched YouTube an awful lot, especially in the beginning portion of the year, you got to hear Brandon talk about, it's finally here, the high performance planner. Focus this one, of course, is the HP6, which is from his book. If you haven't bought his book or read his book or listened to it through Audible, it's actually pretty good. So what you pretty much have is you have seek clarity, generate energy, raise necessity, increase productivity, development influence, and demonstrate courage. Now the way this actually is laid out, it's a good sized book. You know, the way it's laid out is you kind of go through, here's your initial scorecard. Now I really probably can't, I don't want to show too much, I don't want to get hit with anything. So it has, you know, how do you rate your life, how do you rate on the HP6. But what I didn't like about it is then every 2 pages effectively equates to 1 day. Now the nice thing is at the end of every 7 days you do a weekly check-in, you also do monthly check-ins, and I thought that was decent, except for one of the things where there's no forward-looking statement. It's pretty much, here's how you score in the HP6, what will you do to be better at the HP6? That's it. And 2 pages per day, a section of here's your morning mindset, your message to yourself, priorities of the day, things you absolutely have to get done, people you want to lead, and then an evening recap. Not bad. And I was like, well, it's okay, but it pretty much functions more as a here's your like quarterly planner. Not bad, okay. I was like, be something else out there might be a little bit better depending on what it is you're trying to do. So then, of course, you have the Phoenix Planner. Now, this, of course, is one of the 6-month versions. The nice thing about this is it doesn't have the direct, here's the things to work on. This is much more of a, you know, you've got your, what do you want to do, what do you have for your 12-week goal setting, what do you do for measurements, how important are your habits. You write a commitment statement, which I thought was interesting. So you kind of go, this is why I'm going to do this. A vision of the future, a future that you fear. You know, if I don't do this, what's going to happen? Your 1-year vision. And then you set out 4 goals. Nice thing about that is you set out your 4 goals, you set out your milestones, you actually put down, well, here's what I want to work on. Here's things I want to focus on. And then, of course, you end up going through your breakdown of, well, here's what I need to do week by week to accomplish those goals. So you do your 4 major goals with your milestones, and then you break it down, here are my weekly targets. And then you go right into, you know, your starting. Now, this is the 6-month version, so there's about the same number of pages. What they do instead is, if you get the regular 12-week one, you'll have 1 page that's, here's what you want to do, and a page full of notes. For the 6-month one, the page full of notes is gone. You now have a little note section that's about the size of an index card, like a 3x5. I actually like this one a lot better. It makes it a lot easier to go, what I want to work on is this. You can write out 4 decent-sized goals, and then it's, well, how do I want to break those down? So, like what I have for this one, I know it's not going to be as exciting. So I'm becoming DDPY Level 1 certification. So Diamond Dallas Pages Yoga. So I've got you here, you know, write the test cues, do a record, 100 hours of workout, 20 hours of study, 30 hours of, you know, this, that, and everything. And I'll just break it down, you know, maintaining my weight, and I've got the steps I want to do to achieve that. We're planning a large family trip, so getting that all organized and getting that all taken care of sequentially, so I'm not caught off guard towards the end. And then I've got a lot of stuff to do around the house between now and winter. So it was making those lists, breaking those down, then going through, you know, every single week, I want to do this, and this. So that way then you can sit down, you can go, okay, so 12 weeks out, I want to accomplish the following things. Break it down into smaller portions, and then break those down into your daily goals. I like that a lot more. High Performance Planner is great if you're just wanting to track yourself on the HP6. If you want to just become better at those specific aspects. If you're looking at something more specific and tailored towards you, less of, I want to become a better performer just in general. If it's more of, here's things I want to do. I want to, you know, lose weight. I want to get $1,000 in my bank account. I want to, you know, walk a 10K. You know, put your steps in here for when you do over 12 weeks. I want to be able to do this, and this. And you get four goals to do a course of 12 weeks. I like that. 6-month version, it's a little bit bigger. Nice thing is they got rid of the notes page. So if you want to do the basic one, which is 12 weeks, you can do that. And it's a 3-month plan. It's about the same size. I think I might actually have. Got my old over here. Give it side by side, so you can tell which one is the. So I got the 3 and I got the 6. I'll try to do it from the front. It's hard to tell, so I have to hold the camera. If I attach the camera to myself, all the volume goes away. Just put the camera down. So I know probably not what most people were expecting to see on a channel like this, but one of the things I've been kind of doing, and I want to get around to it for a while, and I figure with the new camera rig, this is a nice way for me to kind of test some stuff out and try some different things. So if you're focused more on becoming a real high performance in general, the performance planner from Brandon Bouchard works pretty well. I recommend first either watching some of his stuff free on YouTube, getting either his book High Performance Habits, or listening to it on Audible, because you can do Audible for free for a month. I don't get any money for it. I'm not sponsored, but it's a decent book, and it's a good way to understand more of what separates the top peak performers in almost any sort of industry and the regular people. But if you want to focus on something very specific to what you want to do, whether it's, I need to organize the garage. It might not sound like this massive undertaking, but if you haven't done it, maybe it's to go, okay, I want to do this. Here's my goal. How will I achieve that goal? Break it down. How will I achieve those goals? Break those down. And it makes it a lot easier. At a former company, we had the comment was, eat the whale. Now, the phrase eat the whale pretty much means here's this massive undertaking you have to do, but if you take it piece by piece, you can achieve it. It's just getting started and putting the work in.